Alright, this is a super interesting topic here, and the Habs have been off for almost a whole week now, and if you guys saw Lego Rocks 99's video about this, he's one of my favorite hockey YouTubers. I watch basically all of his videos, talking about the Josh Anderson-Max Domi trade. And as he brought up, yes, we know it was a risk at the time. Josh Anderson only had one goal. Max Domi was one of the top scorers on the Montreal Canadiens. But now you flip the script here, and you look at it now, and it's like, wow, completely different outlook and different players here. And of course, the injury history with Josh Anderson is something you cannot ignore. But I wanted to talk about this because this is an incredibly interesting one here. And I want to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Habs fans, okay? Because Habs fans have a history of, like, once they trade a guy, forget it. They're done with him, forget it. Like PK, okay? I don't think anybody's missing PK right now on the Habs. Or very few people anyways. Which, by the way, I'm one of those people. I loved PK on the Habs. So the first thing I wanted to do here is compare their freshly signed contracts with their new team. So Max Domi's 25, he's turning 26 next month. He re-upped with Columbus, only 2 years for $5.3 million. Modest, but again, the analytics and everything on Max Domi, you're looking at him, you are skeptical, and we all know the big saga in Montreal about wanting to play center, him being thrown on the wing, and then demoted by Claude Julien. The rumor is he wanted out of there because of Claude Julien. I'm not sure how much truth there is to that, but I do want to let this be known. In the game yesterday, Tortorella put Max Domi on the fourth line and on the wing. Okay, so look, yes, he is still on the first power play unit, but that is quite the demotion and says a lot about the player when Tortorella is doing that. And I know we've had the Tortorella discussion in the past about benching and this and that, but to have Domi on the fourth line right wing, dude, he ain't doing very much right. Now let's hop over to the flip side of things. Josh Anderson, who's 26, turns 27 in May, and he re-upped with a huge monster contract with the Habs. 7 years, okay, at 5.5. So roughly the same dollar amount, but huge difference in term. So this is crazy for Josh Anderson. And a lot of people looked at it and said, like, dude, I bet you a lot of people in Montreal spit their coffee out when they heard that initially. The guy with one goal getting a 7-year deal, 5.5 per year. But if you look at the type of player he is right now, dude, this guy, he's going to go extinct, man. He's like a T-Rex of hockey. Like, you don't see Josh Andersons anymore. Guys who are big and fast, okay? Usually if you're big, you're like Milan Lucic, okay? You're slow. But Josh Anderson's big, he's fast, he hits, which, yes, that's what gets him into injury trouble. But you need him to be physical in order for him to succeed. And he has a ton of skill. He doesn't have stone hands, like once again Milan Lucic. He has some really silky mitts and a great shot. And Habs fans, as you know, he's been a staple on the second line there with Jonathan Drouin and with Nick Suzuki. I mean, sometimes that's the Habs' first line on occasion, okay? Most of the time it's the Gallagher line, but sometimes when this line steps up, they can be the number one trio. So, look, Anderson's fit like a glove. And right now, Bergevin, he looks like an absolute god right now, making that move, right? And if you ask me right now, I mean, it's clear. I don't want to beat around the bush and say, oh, we'll see. No. To me right now, I think Montreal's won the trade, okay? And yes, you could say they have the early advantage, but unless Columbus can either somehow give Max Domi some magic beans or something and he turns into Sidney Crosby, or they can trade him for something that ends up being great. Because right now, if you look at it, Marc Bergevin turned Alex Galchenyuk into Josh Anderson. That's basically magic, okay? He's basically Houdini for doing that. And Domi is really still trying to find his way. Who knows, man? I mean, he's got a ton of skill, but he's just such a weird player, that Max Domi. Because when he wants to, he can be a superstar, but then sometimes it's just not there. And then now if we look at the statistics, which I know is what everybody wants to know, right? In 15 games for Josh Anderson, he's got 9 goals, 2 assists, 11 points. We already know he's on fire to start the season. Great start for him, which is, of course, a big contributing factor. And then Max Domi in Columbus, in 18 games, 3 more than the Habs, he's got 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points, which is a rocky start. It's not awful, okay? It's not, like, horrendous, but it's also not good either. I would say it's, like, right in the middle there. teetering on being bad, okay? Especially for a guy who makes that amount of money, you need more out of Max Domi. And I know a lot of you guys, oh, it's early. I know it feels early, but if you think about it, dude, already pretty much 25% of the season is already gone. So it's not that early anymore. You need to get going. But yeah, guys, that's my 2 cents on the matter. And I want to hear from Habs fans. You guys have seen a lot of Max Domi. Can you diagnose him? Like, what's going on there? Jackets fans, what are you seeing there too? I want to know. I'm really interested in that. And yeah, we'll see what happens because, dude, there's still quite a bit of season to be played. So, look, it'll be fun to watch. We'll definitely keep an eye on it. But I already think this is one of the better trades that Marc Bergevin has ever made. And yeah, we'll see. If you guys want more hockey content every single day, make sure you like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.